Good evening. Sound check. Can you hear me, guys? Sound check, sound check. Sound check. Can you tell me where you're watching me from? Sound check, guys. Confirm sound. Good evening, wa Mike Chira. Confirm sound. Good evening, wa Wines Mutozichwangi. Confirm the sound before we go ahead. Good evening, myself, by Kelvin, by Clara Mulishani. Sound check, 10 touch the share. Can you hear me? Oh, perfect. All right, Mulishani. 10 touch the share. Let me share in my groups. Nalalu Shakwa Korimbo. I'm going to play a song. Facebook, I don't own the rights to the music. I'm just playing this song. Yes. Tuposhanye, let people join. Naladi Shakwa Karimbo while we wait for people to join as we share. Chiten share. Okay, welcome guys. Mulishani. I see you by Rebecca. Good to see you, long time. Mulishani won't say by Emmanuel Mulishani, by Richard Mulishani. Chiten share. Share the page. We want a lot of people to join us. And we want people to be aware of what is going on. Yes, a lot of people 20 million Zambians, a lot of people, they are not on social media, but if you get this information, you can share in your WhatsApp group with your family members all around the country. People need to know what's happening. Bamusolo Mulishani. So, Queen Mubiana Mulishani, by Queen, by Emmanuel, I'm going to add, okay? I don't have, because I'm kind of like in shock, you know. It's shocking what's happening. So if you want to join, just request, I'll add you. For security reasons or for privacy, you can just switch the camera to the side or to the wall so people cannot see your face. Yes, because you know, the way things are going right now in the country, you know, if you we know. Welcome, my brother. 2 topics today. Comrade, welcome. Chiten, share. 2 topics over Esther Lungu, the first lady, former first lady, was picked up and detained. And then we have seen there's news, breaking news, that there's an intention to dissolve parliament this Friday. Yes, there is an intention to dissolve parliament this Friday. It's rumors, but we have heard it from current members of parliament. I saw Monia Zulu talking about it, and I also saw Mundubile talking about it. So, guys, I am worried. I don't know. I'm confused. It's like there's no smoke without fire. So, we'll be here. We'll be talking. Follow, like, share, invite people. This is breaking news. What is happening in our country? What is happening? It's so sad. I just like in a bad, it's like it never ends, guys. You know? Twalipapa kalama. It never ends. Wow, atakukamana tungoto kivasiri. Au mwandini. Kanti kimupiro bobuchwanyi, you know? President, the entire president threatening people kuti vakavakama tumoto. Mina vatu lukapira chwanyi mwana ha when president, yeah, president vavulera vatu kuti vakakama vatu tumoto. That is a violence in, I don't even know what to say. Tag people, come here. I don't know if Esther Lungu has been released, but guys, if you we know. Okay, let me just tag a few people before we get started. I'm going to tag a few people before we get started. And oh my God, you know, it's just crazy what's happening in the country. Nimurola Costa, Tafipuefintu, like every day is something, you know. When you wake up every day is something. Anyway, I'm going to share so that you believe me what I'm saying. My name is Queen Pumi Queen Pumi. This is a human rights page. We are advocates for good governance. One Zambia, one nation. Wakeni Mulongo, try to understand other languages. Yes, try to understand other languages. Let's promote other languages. But doubt Mulishani, Karen, my princess, always supporting. Tag people, Iten Yamantu. So Esther Lungu was at Ibex police station. Now Abakaka, I don't know, detention, whatever. And I'm going to read the charges. It's on my page. If you don't know, I'll just read briefly what she has been charged. Esther Lungu, the former first lady. So 2 topics, topic about Esther Lungu, and then there's a rumor that parliament will be dissolved. So the former first lady have been arrested for 4 counts of theft, and PF deputy chairperson of information, announced. So she has been charged with 4 counts of theft, for stealing a Mitsubishi, a Toyota, Twanaka. So Twanaka, this is, I think, harassment of the first lady. I think the president, the laws in Zambia should change to also provide immunity to the first lady, because Esther was married by president. So in her own capacity, I don't think by Esther Lungu could have been able to buy those vehicles or to go through whatever to acquire all this wealth. I think the wealth of Mrs. Lungu, the wealth of Esther, Mama Esther, is connected to her husband. So I don't think it's fair to start political persecution of a former first lady. I think this is it's intimidation, it's harassment, it's political persecution, it is torture. But Esther Lungu, she's the mother of the nation. This woman, she loves people. She's not a trophy wife. She is actually a mother to the people. But Esther Lungu, stop torturing the mother of the nation. We saw her cry. We saw Esther cry with the people for gassing. Is it a crime to be married to a president? These people who are persecuting by Esther, stop it. Yes. Stop persecuting our mother. I think you are going those words coming from a sitting president, words of intimidation, words of bukabova, ghetto words coming from a president. We are not going to accept it. But president, words level, they are aggressive words. They are words which hurt people. They are words which words here, the gloves are off. You want to fight people using such words means that that is laws. Can a president be saying Nish, what are the cadres going to do? What are our children in the streets going to do if the president is using words of aggression to a former first lady? And Bahaka, I think he should think, if Bahaka really loves his wife. Now, this is my advice. I'm just advising Bahaka to say, Bahaka, if you really love your wife, whatever you are doing to Esther, it will happen to Mutinta. But if you love your wife, you are going to create problems for your wife when the time comes. We don't see the future. We don't know how it's all gonna end. But what they say is, if you kill by the sword, you will die by the sword. If you oppress somebody's wife, expect your wife to be oppressed. But if you love Mutinta, stop whatever. You are the commander-in-chief, whatever aggression. This is now, I am advising as my mbuya. If you love Mutinta, what you are doing touching Esther, it is going to happen to your wife. And you have immunity. You have immunity by HH. Murijisi immunity. So just know that one day we should not, everything that you do in life has consequences. Every every action you do in life, there are consequences. Yours, there are consequences. By HH, your is immunity. But Mutinta does not have immunity. Mutinta and Esther Lungu, they both do not have immunity. So here we when the time comes, we don't know it will be 2030 or 20 pendef kondo, like you are praising Amlanda at HH 2090. If you're in 2090, if Mutinta will be alive, she is going to go through the same thing Esther is going through. If Mutinta won't be alive, your children by HH will go through all this tormenting. You are tormenting the Lungu family. Your family will be tormented. But you have a choice. It's not too late for you to stop that. But by HH, you have a choice to stop this curse to follow your family. You are creating a curse for your family by HH. You are creating a curse for your wife Mutinta and your children, because when you kill by the sword, you die by the sword. Whatever you do in life has consequences. So I end here. I'm not going to talk much, but Mutina would HH is your friend, your buddy. Hey, this torture they are doing on Esther Lungu is he coming for his family. Hey, torture Esther Lungu. Mutinta walo baya mujita torture. So we need to grow up. Bottom line, Zambia, we need to grow up. These politics of hatred, tulechinjemika imingalato, dia ukama mugosi, dia uchani, no, nalesa. That is not presidential talk. We are not running a private business. No, we are running a country, 20 million Zambians. Besides that, we are living in a global community. We are living in a regional community. We are living in Africa, and then we are by an international community. Oh, you know what? What goes around comes around. What I'm just saying, it is going to come around. Let him just sit down. Zambia as a country, Zambia is a multi-party state. There is opposition, and the PF is the biggest opposition. We can't run away from that. And they can regroup if they want. PF is the biggest opposition, and they can regroup if they want. It is not a crime for PF to regroup. So why is this by HH and you don't scared of PF regrouping? Do your job, deliver. If the price of minimum goes down, if the price of fuel goes down, the cost of living goes down, you deliver your promises, things will come down in the country. Never. Your enemy, you don't government, is you do not deliver your 10-point plan. It's not PF, but PF no sana. The PF, there are only 1.8 million who voted for PF. Zambia, we are 20 million people. There is 15 million people out there who didn't vote. So by HH, this whole thing of antagonizing, threats, and now, you know, all this thing about ba Esther Lungu, torturing our mother, who is a real mother. She's not a trophy wife, you know. She is a woman who stands with the people. But Esther Lungu is not a trophy wife. No, she stands with the people. Leave her alone.
You are the same people who have given ammunition for PF to regroup. Because the people feel abandoned and cheated by you. But you don't. If you are you done, you were honest, you can just come to the people. Mwalombo welelo. Our 10-point plan is Chashupa. Let's go back to the drawing board. Zambia, Shinoshkwa Navali Changela. I have my grandson, you know, he's 9 years old. But Alex reason with me, he understands. My grandson is 9 years old. I go shopping to him. They are shopping my grandson one day. And he'll be like, no, grandma, that is too expensive. That was stage. These are the new generation of kids that we are raising. No, you are not going to cheat anyone to say PF is the reason why Kuriama problem was Zambia. No, PF was finished. They voted them out. But mwalete nsala. But you don't mwalete nsala muchalo. That's why number one to bambo kulore shoko bafumine. Ngawa upo mwana kashi. UPF married Zambians. And you promise to say, Awe, divorce your old husband by PF. In a number your new husband. So famous Zambians, we are married to you done. We picked a new groom who promised to do all these things for us. At Awe, Ninsangomwa no one they promise to buy me the moon and the stars, you know. To Alisa Samoa, to Akana Suba PF, even if to Alechula, but to Alelia Mamona. So no, quite so Mulumendo, UPND. Awen Kamichtireti, switch to what put a mumatui, but you don't what put a mumatui to Akana Navalume Suba PF. I don't know, but I am Kuchula Kuchupo Chanyu. This is what has happened. Lawrence Kaya, you are saying, I am not thinking we know. The president is the commander-in-chief. There is protocol. The Esther Lungu is not an ordinary person. She's a former first lady. Esther Lungu temuntu fyole ipitira pamushi kumushu kuchikangata kudia aledia mapopwe na udia musoya. Esther Lungu is not an ordinary woman from Mapangaya village eating musoya. She's a former first lady. And you don't touch those people anyhow. To go touch Esther Lungu, they need clearance from the president, the commander-in-chief. Are you kidding me? Are you really kidding me? You need to go up. You need to learn Kashingani civics or the common sense. Katushingani babi no common sense tamapata. Police officer TTMF yokuya pa kulembaka call out at nam kusenda va Esther Lungu va former first lady. Iwe, do you know? You don't even think. Tamutonton Kanya. Esther Lungu is a powerful woman. She's the second most powerful woman in the country. Her husband was a president, former president. Mwadima unaba Lungu kuzimbabwe kubale basalutira. ECL, former president. Your excellence, you know. So no kapokola coste bokapokola na ponga ni nani ulia. TTMF alembe call out to pia msenda va Esther Lungu. There has to be protocol and the church has to approve that because you are touching a former first lady whose husband has immunity. So it is sanctioned by HH. Today, Misambisha civics number. And there's different reasons why they have to use protocol and diplomacy before they go and pick the first lady. Security reasons, you know. The Mrs. Lungu, her husband was former first lady, and that is the biggest political party, opposition political party. Even in politics, Zambia, PF is the biggest party so far. UPND, Poka voted, people just voted for them. Even by PF, they voted UPND. But the biggest political party is the PF in Zambia at the moment. Tule mi funda fimoni protocol. Protocol and diplomacy. Mwari mona my Egyptians varia. Why do you think the Egyptians were removed from ordinary selves and put in a VIP? Because of protocol and this diplomacy. Because some decisions and actions can be like an act of war. Sungira my Egyptians, muyamuma cells yabo, mushaba ma toilets, if imbusuta mwa batabareba chef yakuja. You could have seen the president could have been summoned to my International Criminal Court to go and explain why he was torturing Egyptian nationals. But in Zambia, we are being tortured, but they don't care. International laws, they don't come in. But you don't treat other people. You can't allow it. But in Zambia, my political parties are they continue the same nonsense. They are not cleaning up our political systems, our cells. But PF government, they didn't clean up those cells. So now why should they complain? When they go back in the same dirty cells, which they failed to clean up, so when we're politicians, you have failed to clean up yourselves. But but when you are in a power, you have the mandate to change those cells. In all police stations, you don't do it. Police station dogo. But you politicians, the time is coming when you are coming to all cells. So you are politician, you become maseo munyamwini. Ikala, because when you were in power, you didn't do anything to change it. In other words, YHH was in those same dirty cells. So when he left those dirty cells, what has he done to improve the conditions in the dirty cells? Zero. That's why my Egyptians, whatever my international laws, how to conditions of a prisoner that should be kept. But as Zambians, we abuse our own laws because our politicians, they have the power to change the conditions in mass cells, but never change. Because grudges in power, they want other people to go and sit in that same filth by Kerem, which becomes like a circus. And which why I say here that we need a new crop of leaders who don't have grudges, who can take Zambia forward, who can look above all the hurt or all the torture they went through. They can forgive and just work for the Zambians. Because right now, all I see the president is saying every time he's only talking to a few people, but 20 million Zambians are out there. 20 million Zambians are out there. When he's at a rally, people are shouting Injala. You know? What is that? People are shouting in Jala, he's threatening the PF. PF have a right to regroup. And to be honest, you are the reason why PF has regrouped. If the HH did his homework as he promised, bali tupa for Zambians, batulanga promised land. HH promised us a land of milk and honey. If he delivered even half of those things, Zambians would be okay. It is my opinion. Even you go and create your own page, who will be opinion you eh? Na enyewe ni opinion yandi ni pa page pa mwandi. Yes. So now we by Esther Lungu, but you know what? My last comment about the Esther Lungu is hands off by Esther Lungu. Esther Lungu is not an ordinary person. No akwafiati mwafuma fyo kwatike kateni Esther Lungu. Mukaleka abantu icho ichalo wake payani. If it is Edgar Lungu you are after, remove his immunity and go after Edgar Lungu. Not mune chusha baba mama ba Esther. No one is above the law, but tabaka kapo muntu yonse. Tabaka kapo muntu yonse. Number why kosele na yonse kudi ba Esther. Awaba gold baleya. Indekesha ma gold shireisa every day. People are doing deals every day. People are doing shoddy deals every day. They are not being dragged into court. But mumudele ba Esther Lungu. Lekeni kuitukana hapa. Natuka kama problems mchalo. Lekeni kutukana. Emamwe male tukalekeni kutukana. Kalale nifye. Ngatam if you can't think, if you can't reason, just go and sleep nabwira. Inelo bwachicha kuno lucheo. Ngane pange chongo kalale nifye tushire ni panondebe nga ma comments. We are interacting with people because the problem now is we can't bury our heads in the sand. Tuipa ile kwata pali file chitika. Utatuwa ipa ile. Ngandi useless kalale ni mukwa mutushire panoninga nalikwata. I have people who I have known here for years, going on 4-5 years. I have followers, actually compatriots, not followers. Everyone on this page is people who believe in a better Zambia, good governance. So imwe, if ever to learn tachikwete amanu, we not spare us. Erona mutu tukeshali tunenseli. So inelo chelo kunwelo nabuka. My day had just started. Have you heard of time zones? Mwali yeshiva ma time zone. Tamwa yeshiva. Yeah. Taba yeshiva ma time zone. Twala velera. Because you know, I'm bambia bantu. Yes. Suji light twali umfati alisa kuno kwa America. Yali kwele ndeke suji light nali twali umfati chindeke chikuru chali shiroko kune chalonga suji light yasenda bali posh. Who are the people who are behind all the impoverishing their own people? Ni wigi ya njelo ya mtengo. Tamkwete fya kulanda. Kwa baba umebalanda pama wigi ya bana kashi. Uma umengambo kulanda pani wigi ya mwana kashi. Mwaisha fya brain no wino. Bongo taikweni. We mwa kulanda pa wigi ya mwana kashi. Waishwa fya brain taili wino. When a man sings solo to start talking about a woman's wig, you know that something is amiss up there. They are not all together. Yeah. Because we are not here to discuss my wig. We are here to discuss by Esther Lungu, who is being politically persecuted. HH is president. Ulefa tuleanda pali bawiso. We will talk. Ero nangwaka fumepo na mchitumbi ba keke tulabalanda po. He was a president. Everyone, if you're a political figure, people will talk about you. Get to kabiyeni kuskulu mukasambire civics. Musha abantu bamo free education yine basambire nje abantu bamo. Kuchi umuntu wapita kuskulu ayisa mpunje bati nilanda pali ba president. Mwani sambira civics imwe. Do you know what multi-party democracy is? Do you know what checks and balances is? Do you know what freedom of speech is? Get educated, please. Some of the comments here, I feel like I should just start a Zoom class. I start educating people about civics. Because vale mwanakwati in Zambia nikuwa chifu nani kani? Nikuwa chifu mwenda ku Zambia is a chiefdom. No! This is ama politics. Yaba muma level. Tema politics ya muma villages. Ya kwa timfu muyalandati. Chalaba chabe fifine. No, this is a country. Kabiyen mukaberenge civics and you understand what I'm doing here. People who are learned and are educated there, you know, they understand that people have got different views. They understand that it's okay for people to speak their mind. But somebody coming to say, don't talk about HH, really? Did you go to school? Do you know who a president is? You know? Do you know that my presence here is allowed by the Constitution of Zambia and international laws? Do you know that? Okay. So, number, the next topic here. Hands off by Esther, please. Hands off by Esther. Ututino tuma kada dumbi katuna fero kalimbina twale kelefe school mu grade 3 tatwa ishimana civics. That's why the valanda feti kulalanda iwe tulanda pali HH number. What do you people even have an education? Mutukwisa mkweba tuyanda pali HH ala. Do you know that we're in a democracy? It's so shameful, like, you know, it is so shameful. I love everyone. I love my HH, I love my ECL, but I'm going to offer checks and balances. Loving someone does not mean that we cannot check them out. Yes. I can love Valungu, I can love HH, but I will offer checks and balances. Yes. Let me just block a praise singer. Can I someone? Alaba to Bambivadi Quatama graduates, no kulowa kuchibalowa. But Aliquatama grudge Bambi, grudge Baquatapa, Kuchibalowa no kulowa. You know, people who have grudges should not be leaders. That's what it is. If you are not, if God has not given you the grace to forgive, you should not be a leader. Because when you become a leader, you can't forgive, you are failing to perform. Because they can't perform because perform. He said programs government forgiveness, forgiveness and forget. Okay, now you don't forget, mama. You can forgive someone, but in public figure when you are addressing our citizens, why matters affecting everyone. But we are seeing our president every opportunity he gets, he's talking about it. Like, really, did we choose you to be talking about your beefs with PF? Is this what we campaigned for? to praise singer natwena mwandi ntwali indoctrinated natwena twali bafefiyo twachi tulamala bali to praise singer mero tulandijima alimu mulindijimide ma praise singer every time go broken record inatea wale bamujita HH tea eche bachi bamujita obu malabali alikeri alamulindijimidwe twatendwa. You were not elected to come and preach how HH was treated. Where is forgiveness? What about the agenda of the country? Zambians are waiting. Zambians want a better life. Rally, Mwaranda pali hatred yaba HH. Ama Zambia dibare yasuke njala. They don't care. If you really hate HH, ECL so bad, remove his immunity. Meanwhile, njala yetu emutowe yash njala. Anyway, I want to share this this video by Munia Zulu. I don't know if you've heard what's going on, but Munia Zulu was saying anyway. Now let me play it, and then you can comment.
Former First Lady has been arrested, together with the police officers that had executed a complaint 6 months ago. But most importantly, let me confirm again that probably this is the last political arrest that is taking place before Parliament opens on Friday. For one simple reason. Initially, I'd called for my fellow parliamentarians to walk out on the president because of these ugly persecutions taking place. But we are reliably informed that the president is coming to dissolve Parliament on Friday and is calling for early elections. He is dissolving us on Friday, so this is probably his last act before we go into the campaign. And I'm calling upon the Zambian people to know that as we go into campaign in the next 3 months, it's not me who is the opposition political party. It is not Edgar Lungu. It is not Nakachinda. It's not Fred Membe. It is a bag of meal. That's the biggest opposition that they have. So as we go into the campaigns, as he dissolves us on Friday, I personally will come it. I'll give him a clap, let him dissolve us, and we're ready to go into the campaign because the country can't be campaigning continuously. So that's the current update.
That's Honorable Monia Zulu. He's saying that Parliament is being dissolved on Friday. So campaign mode, another campaign mode. It's just sad. Me, I don't even know what's happening one day. But praising and abafulungana tukana fiensere by the gulabari utugira matusa. Wasondoga ba praise singer. Praise singers are confused. I'm like, you guys, were you elected to come and insult? I want to be saying them kutukana. No class of name. One day. Ba praise singer bali muchibe. Na ikosa. Good evening, comrades. The floor is yours. Tamlelanda.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? The floor is yours.
Okay, the network is a bit cracking where I am.
No, you sound perfect. You sound clear.
I'm in Durban.
All right, that's nice.
Okay, how have you been?
Okay. You can go ahead. People are watching. Yeah, just go ahead. Get to the point, sir.
All right, okay. Firstly, I just want to make a contribution on the sentiments that were said. Is it on yesterday or the other day in Kanyama by the president? And barely 48 hours, we start seeing the former president's family being taken into police cells. This clearly entangles the president into this issue. There is no way, there's no two way about it. You know, there are some things that as a leader you can say, and there are some things that you can just ignore. Whether you are the one giving instructions, you cannot come in the open and just blow the trumpet like that. It cannot. Secondly, on the Vedanta issue again, prior to the elections of 2021, I think there was an allegation that the former president raised, the former now, he raised to say he had a phone call from one of the accountants of Vedanta claiming to say he had been called by one HH soliciting for funds for campaigns so that he may be sponsored to do the campaigns before the 2021. And here we are. The Vedanta has been given back to, the KCM has been given back to Vedanta, which again implicates HH. You see how we cannot remove HH in all these issues. There is also another issue of fuel in Zambia. A lot of us might not be aware, but we have news that is coming out, even in where I am right now, in Durban. There are some news that connects him to the fuel scandals that are going on in Zambia. And that's why we've seen the prices skyrocket. You see, he has instructed Agrofuel together with Vitol to be the only OMCs to use the pipeline, since they were the ones, I think they were the ones who funded the cleaning, can I call the cleaning of the pipeline from Tanzania to Ndola, Zambia. And so they are the only ones benefiting using the pipe, thereby just killing all other OMCs. You know, you cannot compare yourself getting fuel from Durban, getting from Windhoek, getting from Beira into Zambia using the trucks to the fuel that you can get from the pipeline. You cannot. And so everyone has become, the fuel industry has been monopolized. And these are things that we are not talking about as Zambians. Fuel industry has been monopolized such that every OMC has to get fuel from Agrofuel, which has some offices somewhere. I think you might understand when I say that. So it's a pity that we have got government in this time and era, a president who has no heart for the people, you see? And the Biafras right now, if some of you who join Twitter or X, the Biafras have risen. This is why you are seeing coup d'etats in West Africa. The Nigerians are not playing. If you join some spaces on Twitter, you understand that Africans are rising, and they are rising so fast. There are named presidents in Africa, about 12 of them, and our Zambian president is named to be the #1 Western puppet. I think some of you might not see the video, but it has gone viral, and so they are warning all these leaders in Africa to say enough is enough. It's just something that will never be stopped. The wind has started blowing, and it's time that I think we need to reclaim back our wealthy and our worthy as Africans. So whatever is going on, we shouldn't even start talking about in countries like we are fighting within a country, like we are seeing now, where people or a president is threatening the opposition to say they will be now coming for their throats. What statement is that? What statement is that? And you even mentioned to say we will be coming for your throats. I can hardly, your mic is muted. Your mic is muted. Maybe you unmute it.
Okay, thank you, comrade. Let me give chance to the other comrade over there. Welcome, my brother. The floor is yours. Welcome.
No English is speaking.
Oh, okay. No English. So, you know, there's a video going around. I know by HH is saying that people, Zambians, are trying to plot a coup. There is a wind of change in the whole Africa. There is a wind of change in the whole Africa, and I'm going to play the video. I have it here. Let me play this video. When a wind of change comes, chimona kankungwe ngayambiloko, it will come and clear everything in the way. So now this Kankungwe, which has started of Africa Freedom Revolution, it has started in West Africa and it is going across Africa. Any country where people are being oppressed, any country where a leader is oppressing his people, so Apaba Tema Zambians, people, we are one Africa, we are one people. We Africans, we are all facing the same problem. So let me just play this video. Just hold on. Theo, can I call you back in a minute? All right.
I need to get into the virtual office. I'm doing a live appointment now.
Oh, okay. I'll join you in 15 minutes. Thank you. So I just want you to listen to this.
This is a great news for Africans.
Let me start it from the beginning. Sorry. Video. Okay, let me play this video, guys. This information is on social media. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay, let's start.
My family on TikTok, Africans, this is a great news for Africans. We didn't sleep. We've been under a massive operation, and it is a message to all the Western puppets. Adama Barrow, Akainde Ichilema, Philip Tshisekedi, William Ruto,
Sorry, what happened? I pressed the wrong button. Sorry, guys.
Akufo-Addo, we are coming for you. Each and every Western puppet that is here in
Sorry, let me okay. Let me close my music. It's interfering.
Africa, your time is up. My family on TikTok, Africans, this is a great news for Africans. We didn't sleep. We've been under a massive operation, and it is the message to all the Western puppets. Adama Barrow, Akainde Ichilema, Philip Tshisekedi, William Ruto, Tinubu, Maxal, Akufo-Addo, we are coming for you. Each and every Western puppet that is here in Africa, your time is up. You have got no room anymore. We have taken Gabon. The father of Odimba has ruled Gabon for 40 years, and he gave power to his son. And his son has done a silent coup
through democracy, using the constitution. And as a military, we said, no, we will not allow you as a Western puppet to keep on manipulating our people, taking our resources overseas. Every time you save the interest of France, you don't save the interest of our people, you save the interest of Britain, America, Germany, Italy, Spain. That's what they save. They don't save us as African people. We are so cross and angry. We will do the coups. Don't, if you are a leader in Africa, don't let me curse you. Whenever I mention your name that you are a puppet, your days are numbered. Make sure you start running. Make sure you start running. Somebody asked me that, whom are you to say this? I am Muammar Gaddafi. You think when you killed me, when you invaded my country, you thought I was gone. I never gone anywhere. I came back in millions. I am Thomas Sankara. I am Patrice Lumumba. I am Chris Hani. You never killed me. I am back. I'm here. You thought my blood went in vain. No. Africa is my home. Africa is my land. And we're going to do those coups. We've done it in Gabon. We're going to do it in Gambia. We are coming for you, the soccer star, George Weah, Western puppet serving the Western interests in Africa. Why don't you save the African people? How can you be a leader, your own son playing for a soccer team in the United States of America as a nationality of United States of America, and you claim to be a president in Africa? How so? How possible is that? You wanatuchezea hawa bwana, wanatuchezea sana, wanatuchezea bwana. They are busy playing with us, and all of them will pick and go. We are not going to have, even those oppositional political parties like what has happened in Zimbabwe now. African Union, ECOWAS, United Nations have been quiet with the situation in Gabon. They've been quiet. They never said anything. But they rushed to say, no, Zimbabwean elections were not free and fair, because they would like to see Zimbabwe under a puppet government, under their Western puppet, Nelson Chamisa, of which we're not going to tolerate that. We're not going to accept it at all. Africa is for Africans. Africa is not for sale. Africa is not going to be a colon again. We are decolonizing ourselves physically and mentally. African Union is sleeping dog, slumbering. ECOWAS, East Africa Organization, is SADC, sleeping dogs and slumbering. They're not saving us as Africans. They're saving their masters. Young people, let us support those coups and liberate ourselves. We are behind you, the military of Gabon. We're behind you. You are welcome.
Look, because we have realized.
You have heard for yourselves, guys. I'm not advocating any violence on this page. I am just sharing you that there is a wind of change in Africa. You know, the wind of change has come. Our leaders, Wahaka Inde, I am happy to hear is going to China on Monday. And I hope, you know, he can change course and do what's best for Zambia. The world, if into nothing, some of these things is just nature. Everything has got time. Whatever goes up must come down. Yes, you know, the time for recolonizing Africa came as neocolonialism. Now it has come even stronger with this establishing of AFRICOM bases, with the establishing of puppets to lead our countries. That's another form of colonization. The selling of our land to investors, that is another form of colonization, which we must say no. These people, they are not investors. They are colonialists. They are plunderers. How can you call someone, what invest? What is he investing on your mind when he's taking from your mind? They are stealing with these ministers who are giving them these licenses. The right word is thieves and looters. They are not investors. Eh? Amawe yesu, gold yesu, copper yesu. Hello, from there, I am saying, don't attach the invest. Arrange the investing, Shimawe yesu, ni copper yesu, ni emerald yesu. Ale send the gold I am pushtisha. From there on, it is an investor. Wake up, Zambia. You need to call out these leaders for what they are. They are not investors, they are looters, and they are looting our resources together with these ministers. Politicians who are signing, giving them the mandates, the power to loot Africa. If you want to go to farm, go to farm. Zambia is highly urbanized. Zambia people are 3-4 generations. Kaleba Makumushi. Kuchi barima kuisa. Ama comments umwabandijima ma praising abandijimi dema praising. Imitwe habo yafuasa. Ma comment what go and farm. Ndiri do you understand the dynamics of Zambia? You praising our mupamba. Who didn't now mbu dalu now mbu here abalindijimi dema praising. Kambo bano bakala mu minzi balama famu bayabuti bonse bantu balama famu mu Zambia. Tagu bantu banji bazwa kandi kumuzi 3-4 generations bali mu town. So no mwambira abantu atiga muyamulime mubaya abantu muleto mfya abantu pakubeba tikabye nkulima. Get with the program and deal with the reality of things. The reality is Zambians are in the cities. Yes, those that are in the villages, they can't even complain because they have their ancestral land and balalima baladia. People who are complaining now is the people in the cities. But in the them are praising amigo. But you know what, we'll be here, we'll be talking, and I'll be here, I'll be sharing information. Everything is on TikTok. If you're not on TikTok, get on TikTok. A lot of information there. It's uncensored and blocked. Yes. It chinja. The enemy is not PF. The new Dawn government married Zambians with a promise. You can't deliver. So Zambians are upset because they feel cheated. It's not even about PF. I hear stories of PF are funding people. PF is not funding anyone. Me, I don't receive a penny. I've not eaten a penny or kobo from anyone. When I was campaigning for PF, I didn't get when I campaigned for UPND, I didn't get a penny from anyone. Not even a thank you. They didn't even thank me. But we were, my organization monitored elections. I campaigned for them day and night. So what makes them think PF have paid me if they didn't pay me? I campaigned for them. So this is what we are saying to say by UPND, be real, be honest and true to your word. Go back to the people. Our Zambians are not fools. Abantu won't say they are understanding what is going on. So if you have problems in taking off your plan, go back to the people and explain. Zambians will understand. But Zambians will not understand instigating violence and using all that language. It's insulting. It's insulting and it's disrespectful, and it doesn't look well for the president to be using ghetto language, Kabova language. It doesn't look well. You are losing votes and you are losing popularity because over day and night. Lungu has never come there. But then they have to be very careful because that's why Nombama Sivu was Yalawu. Because Lungu na kwata following yakwe, na HH ya na kwata following ya. This is how civil war begins. So our leaders need to go to the drawing board and agree to disagree. Chapwa, let's behave civil. I end here. I'm gonna read a few comments and I'm done. Follow, like, share. Yeah. It's a fake government, you're right. You can't come mwambepa abantu tukachitefi mwafirwa ero namba mwambi okulabe pesha ba PF atebaleleta nankani ebaleleta enturubundi. Na mufirwa emwe ba UPND mwalila ile abantu atu mukachita ABCD. Mufipatala mwabe emiti ku UTH kotakwaba like nothing. The president right now is supposed to be commissioning, you know, new hospitals, you know, Amalite, export Amalite. We have hospitals right now operating with generators. This is what they were supposed to do. By some government, but that Amalite concept. The president now is supposed to be commissioning those programs, commissioning Amalites, especially Palamufi Patala, you know, hospitals. Kudia kuma kwali mama ICU kwali mama necessary ama incubator tubana bale bonke ama generator. Hospitals are using generators for electricity in Zambia, and the same if this government just came and started exporting Amalite. This is what we are saying to say, when are our African leaders going to put Zambians first? From there, I want to buy Shanye. At Yoba PF Baledi Pilabant to bring disunity in the country. No! PF is not paying anybody. People know their rights. Africa has woken up. In the internet, because umuntu wants to say, ale mona abantu bambiefe baleka. Akamwana kaya pafoni katamba abananko baleri ama pancakes, egg na strawberries kaingirira mo mami, I want eggs and strawberries kuzambia kutuwashitira omwana ama pancakes for breakfast. You can't. You are just trying to survive. So the internet has opened eyes of the people. Umuntu uri wonse nangwari kumushi. Solar phones, people are connected. They know what is happening all around the world, and they are refusing to continue living in poverty when they know their country is rich. Get your act together. Banyo Don. Your enemy is not PF. Your enemy is the people. If Banyo Don you delivered, there will be peace in the country. Yes. You're right, my sister Irene. It doesn't matter Nangulungu Aisale, Lokabama election, whoever is going to come. That person will be held accountable. Go on Munia Zulu's page. Munia Zulu, because you don't follow the people who matter. We care pama page muleta mbabale twekinga. Luenu mukabuke chalo na basenda. Mukabuke chalo na basenda because mwanite mo konke fichikwete sense. Muleta mbabale twekinga. Abasubiri amafuta. Abali July 13. Do you know why they went to the one thing is this government, they are very clever. When they are doing something, they always start a drama. In the same day when they were launching Vendetta, Kabia and Muksenda Esther Lungu. Confused the abantu mamona. So instead of people talking about Vendetta, no bechalo chose Chilelanda Pani Esther Lungu. They are very good at distracting attention. So call out to send a high profile politician, just know that they are trying to do something that the masses won't approve about. Because right now we're supposed to be talking about Vendetta. But send Mkalungu, talk to number was a Mkalungu instead of Vendetta. Vendetta, HH is connected to this Vendetta. There was somebody who came who just said that he went to Vendetta to ask for campaign money and promised them to give them the contract back. Somebody just said that. This is what we should be talking about. But we care to the torturing a woman for nothing. Shame on you. Okay, guys, Naya. Good night, good night. I'll try to read your comments. Follow, like, share. We are here. We'll be talking now, Ikaba. But I'm going to president. Let him censor his language. We are not happy that Vale won't bova language. No kula kama to tumoto. That is violence. He can actually be prosecuted for threatening people. You cannot have violence being cooked from plot one. State our circular from violence. Chalo chashan. The issue of the parliament being dissolved. Me paliba mundu bile. Elo moye na paliba munia zolo. Ma to praise singa tulindiji midde. Ale muna tuenda hiya page yengu. Gamuzwa page yangu. Ngwana umita. Gamu ya ulikolo mga ye civics. Kamba mudidinti maningi. No bongo baba praising amoha. Bongo no bwino ba praising. Bazebroni badita incite violence pe munya oba mkaka abantu ati hate speech but ever left incite violence niwena violence left Mapu State House opo twayambira kutumpoko ndibu kama kangoto tulechinje mingalato. I'm like, what is this? Panganda we mufyashi we wole yamba violence elo panganda bana bali kula tapalika baby nina kushabana panufida na leba ulabana mandelo bali ba baby na lebe baula. Right now I have to watch my language. Kuti bangu mama kuti bangu ba pati mama mwachira mokula tutu tananka. He has to watch his language. He's talking to a country. Vajaki daga mulandi awa ba pressing abali ndijimi demebo yose kula baliga gamu yamu wone mulieje eri amabisi ba pressing twanaka na imwe to not fula no kula yose ma worries. Every day you wake up it's worries. Mandini, we have no peace. To praise singa tulamala bali alimu tujita tuide kamo tuide wamba into betu twaunka ujuhono tu diti inti to praise singa tuide kulabaliga sana abantu ambira hagwamba cause every day tuamba same message ube tuma broken record tulandijima tuma praise singa tulindijimi demwe tulindijimi de tulindijimi de tuma praise singer ish but Bianca here bali block a page and I changed it. Yeah, but this page is clamped. So I'm gonna share and then usually come on my page and see. I always write if I'm going to go live. Then if I'm going live, you can watch or join. Ndalumba bana ni tumezi bo Zambia Luhanga ni tumezi sha to praise singer mwandini alimumebo to praise singer tulindijimi de ihabuyanga ihadikeriki ubeta tukwenye utayanda bwaruge chobeni ya tulindijimi de alimuchitana tuzuma nina kubola page yangu tu pressing inata mujisi hakuchita chemuzuma nina kubola page yangu gamuya muone ano muya wide kundamya mbira kale natimemo kundileka wo muya kulilemela monike kulema motukira molema olo utukire mebo matusi byatantandijimi ngotukira byo nangwa nokwambira ati matusi yakajaya muntu kwali bensere shayipayapo omuntu akutukanenifye mukanaka mukainakira mwebeni follow, like, share. Have a good night. Bye bye. Bye bye. Tulipano tulipano. Fiance fe bachita tule konkana na bena. Bumper to bumper. Yes. Good night. Love you guys.